Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this particular video, we'll solve one more problem in which we have to compute the taxable income from profession. Dr. Arjuna, aged 46 years, he's a physician and he's a resident of Mumbai, which means he's a resident of India. So he has given us a receipts and payments account. So you can take the screenshot of this receipt and payment account. So that left side of this account will be all your receipts and right side will be all the details regarding the payments. So they have given certain additional information. The first additional information is WDV of the car on 31st March 2023 was rupees 2 lakh, on which 15% depreciation has to be charged. So we need to even calculate depreciation also. And car is used 60% for profession and remaining 40% for your private purpose. ಅಂದರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾರ್ನ ಒಂದು ಕೇವಲ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಳಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸಮ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ he is even using it for his personal purpose also. So the 40% whatever he is using for private purposes will be ignored. Remaining 60% whatever he is using for his profession, only that will be considered. Visiting fee is rupees 36,000 due but not received for 2022-23. So total visiting fee is 1,60,000. In that 1,60,000 visiting fee, 36,000 is not received. So total 1,60,000 ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ, 36,000 ಅಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇಸ್ 36,000 ಡ್ಯೂ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್. ಇದನ್ನು ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನೋ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ರೆಸಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ರೆಸಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾಲೋ cash basis of accounting, but closing stock is required only for mercantile basis. Since we are following cash basis of accounting, no need of the details regarding closing stock. So closing stock ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನೇ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅದನ್ನು ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Surgical equipments and computers were brought and put to use on 10th September 2022. ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ದ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 180 ಡೇಸಾ ಅಥವಾ ಲೆಸ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 180 ಡೇಸಾ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 10th ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ 180 ಡೇಸ್. ಸೊ ಫುಲ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೆಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನನ್ನು ನಾವು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಬಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆಯೋ ಅದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಫೀಸ್. So in consultation fees, if you just observe 3 years information they have given, 21, 22, 22, 23 and 23, 24. You need to consider all the three amounts since we are maintaining the books of accounts. Mr. Arjuna is maintaining the books of accounts on cash basis. So all the 3 years value will be considered. 2022, 23, because this is a 2021-22 whatever the visiting fees he should have received, he has received in our previous year, which means cash is coming, he is receiving the cash. So all the 3 years details we will take it into consideration. 2021-22 ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಈ ವರ್ಷ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು 3 ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಿಸಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಫೀಸ್. Visiting now visiting fees completely you will take 1,60,000. 1,60,000. Next, winning from lottery, adu income from other sources, so ignore ಮಾಡಿ. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಕೂಡ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್, ಅದನ್ನ ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್, ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಇದು ಅಲೋಯಬಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್. 80,000 rupees ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪೇಷಂಟಿಂದ. ಶೇರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ HUF, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್, ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದನ್ನು. ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ಸ್ 2,40,000. Sale of medicines, it is 2,40,000. Next, loan from bank. Nowhere in the problem they have stated that the loan is taken for the profession. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಲೋನ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಿಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಏನು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋನು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಿಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಲೋನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಈ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಲೋನ್ ಏನು 40,000 ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಈ ಲೋನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ 3 ಲಕ್ಷ ಏನು ಲೋನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 40,000 ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಅಂತ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಲೋನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ನ ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಲೋನ್ನ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಲೆಸ್ ಕಾಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಸಿನ್ಸ್ in left side, that is on loan from bank column, they have not mentioned whether it is for personal use or professional use. You have to check whether any interest is there for that loan. Yes, in the problem interest is there and they have mentioned in the bracket that is for profession, so only interest on loan will be allowed for deduction, whereas the loan from bank will be ignored. So ಈ loan from bank ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. Now add everything. So 25,000 plus 5,25,000 plus 30,000 plus 1,60,000 plus 80,000 plus 2,40,000 ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ 10,60,000 rupees ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಟ್ಸ್, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಟ್ಸ್. ಈಗ professional payments. If you want to know all the professional payments, look on to the right side, that is credit, the payments side. Rent from clinic, same here also 2 years rent you are paying in that previous year, so both the years rent you have to consider. Rent of clinic, so in the year 2021-22 you were supposed to pay 36,000, and in the year 2022-23, that is your previous year, you have paid a rent of 1,44,000. both will be considered. Next, surgical equipments 1 lakh rupees. So we all know that surgical equipment is a capital expenditure. We cannot show the capital expenditure here, but we can only show the depreciation of them. So depreciation on surgical equipment. What is the value of surgical equipment? The value of surgical equipment is 1 lakh rupees. As per the income tax rules, the depreciation rate on surgical equipment is 15%. So 1 lakh into 15% will be 15,000. Next, computer, same. So purchase of computer is a capital expenditure. We cannot show the capital expenditure in calculation of taxable income, but the revenue expenditure, that is depreciation on that, can be charged. So depreciation on computer. So what is the value of computer? The value of computer is 50,000. So the value of computer is 50,000. Then the depreciation rate for computer is 40%. So 50,000 into 40% will be 20,000 rupees. So the depreciation on that is 20,000 rupees. Next, by electricity and water 18,000. It is an allowable expenses. Electricity and water charges 18,000. Next, newspaper and magazine 12,000. So if you go to the clinic, they would have kept certain newspapers and magazines, so which is allowable. Newspapers and magazine 12,000. Next is interest on loan. So the loan is for profession, so we are allowing it. Interest on loan. The loan is for profession. 40,000 is the interest paid. Next, professional books, annual publication, same. This is also a capital expenditure. We will only charge the depreciation. So depreciation on annually published books. ನೀಟಾಗಿ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ತಪ್ಪಾದರೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ? ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆ್ಯನ್ಯಲ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇಸ್ 30,000 into the rate of depreciation on annually publication books is 40%. 30,000 into 40% will be 12,000. So 12,000 is the depreciation rate on that. Next, purchase of medicine 1 lakh. So since it is a clinic, doctor has purchased certain medicines. Purchase of medicines 1 lakh rupees. Next, household expenses. So it is related to your house, that is personal, so just ignore that. Income tax, ignore that. Life insurance premium, it is on a life, that is personal, so just ignore that. Gift to mother, ignore, it is your personal. Subscription to AIMA, it is a medical association, that is considerable. Subscription AIMA. So how much is that? 20,000 rupees. Next, subscription to professional journals. So professional anta avare kotbittiyare, so just consider that. Subscription to professional journals. How much is the amount? It is 10,000. Next, car expenses. So they have told that the car expenses, that is what, 60% of the car is for profession. Bari 60% ನಾವು ಮಾತ್ರ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 60% of the car is only used for profession. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. So what is the total car expenses? The total amount of car expenses is 60,000. In that, only 60% is used for profession. So 60,000 into 60% will be 36,000. 36,000. Next, telephone expenses. So for clinic a telephone is required, so that expenses is considered as professional expenses. Telephone expenses, how much is the telephone expenses? It is 30,000. Next, lottery tickets. So lottery ticket comes under income from other sources, so just ignore that. Staff salary 2,40,000. So he has a staff in the clinic, so for them he is paying a salary of 2,40,000. Next, that's all. So now let us add everything. Before that, let us look into the additional information. In the additional information, they have told that WDV of the car is 2 lakh rupees, on which 15% depreciation has to be charged. So we have to charge the depreciation on car. Depreciation on car. So total WDV ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, the WDV of the car is 2 lakh into rate of depreciation is 15%, but complete depreciation we will not charge because 60% of the car is used for only professional purpose. So only that professional purpose quotient will be given as deduction. So complete depreciation ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕಾರನ್ನು ಅವನು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಬಳಸಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 40% ಪರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ಗೆ ಬಳಸಿಯಾನೆ. ಆ 40% ನಾವು ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 60% ಏನು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಬಳಸಿದಾನಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 60% ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್. ನೌ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷ್ನಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷ್ನಲ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ನೀವು ಈಗ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್? ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 7,51,000. ಇದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 7,51,000 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷ್ನಲ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. Now A minus B. So A is how much? 10,60,000 minus 7,51,000 will give you an answer of 3,09,000 rupees. This is your taxable income from profession. Taxable income from profession. This is how you need to solve the problem. In the exam you will have definite one question in section C, very easy problem they will give. So just practice this problem very well. So if you have any doubt in this particular problem, you can put your doubts in the comment box. I'll respond to your doubts as soon as possible. Thank you for watching the video. I'll come back with the next video as soon as possible.